Some cops let their arrogance get the best of them, believing they can break the law without consequences. But when their reckless behavior is caught in real time, their confidence turns into sheer panic, which is exactly what happened to this officer who thought his badge granted him the power to do as he pleases.
Seriously, Augie, I'm trying to help you, bud. Huh?
Imagine having all the power in the world, getting away with anything, bending the rules, and controlling lives. But what happens when the tables turn? When an evil cop, drunk on power, finally realizes his reign is over. This is the moment when justice catches up, when fear creeps in, and when everything he thought was untouchable comes crashing down. On October 27, 2018, an on-duty officer by the name of Justin Augustine had wrecked a police cruiser. He was brought to the police station where he refused to do any tests to check his sobriety. The following is footage from the station in which he slowly realized how grave of a mistake he'd made.
When you total a vehicle, you got to go down for a drug and alcohol assessment. Everybody that wrecks a cruiser that totals it has to go down there. So what we do is just take your taser off of you, and you have any backup weapons on you or anything? Drop your vest or your duty belt, because you don't need that. We're going to go down and do a drug and alcohol test down at the hospital, you and I. And you don't need all your gear, so take your... are you all right, Augie?
Yeah.
You seem... your focus seems divided on me. What's going on? You just nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you under the influence of anything, Augie? No? Good. I hope not.
The officer would continue to display behavior that would make you further doubt his sobriety.
I do. Where's your vest at? You don't have it on you? Okay. All right. What else do you got on you? You got
done.
Pocket knife, huh?
I'm done.
What's going on, though? Tell me what's going on, bud.
I'm done.
What do you mean you're done? Are you going to go with me to take the test, Augie? You're refusing it? You don't want to do that.
I'm done.
Okay, so what does that mean? All right. Are you under the influence of something, Augie? What's wrong with you right now? I don't understand
I'm
that.
done.
Okay. Are you going with me?
No.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going home.
Can you call somebody to come get you?
I don't need to.
Well, I'm not going to let you drive.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
What?
I'm not going to let you drive. Can you call your wife?
Nothing this guy said was making any sense whatsoever.
Seriously, Augie, can you call your wife?
I can drive by.
Okay. All right, let's go out here. All right. Don't play this game with me, bud. I'm trying to help you out here.
He ain't doing shit.
Well, I can't do stuff. I'm just doing what I got to do, Augie. It's my job. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Augie. Don't do this, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. All right. I'm just doing my job. I'm just asking you to relax. Okay?
I'm done.
Okay, and I understand that. I understand what you're saying. All right? I just don't want you to do it like this. All right? I'm not trying to be a prick. I'm not trying to be difficult. You got to understand, it's my job, dude. All right? So don't treat me like that. If you want to be done, I understand that. So if you want to leave, that's up to you. Do you have your keys here? Where's your keys to the building at? You got all that stuff? I want to make sure it wasn't on that ring in there and you need it. I'm not taking it, okay? So, Augie, are you okay to drive, brother?
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
All right, well, get going then. Do what you got to do, all right? Augie, you need to get it. You need to relax.
You're fucking with me.
No, huh? What'd you say? Who is? You just wrecked a cruiser. It's not the end of the world.
He most certainly wasn't in the state to drive. Considering he'd already wrecked a cruiser, he shouldn't be allowed anywhere near the driver's seat. The guy was unstable, and he probably knew he'd messed up and was just trying to save himself at any cost.
Fuck that.
I know, it's not the end of the world. We can do this, Augie. If you just go down and take the test like we're asking you, if you do that, then we can at least get that cleared to where you can come back to work. Seriously, Augie, I'm trying to help you, bud. Huh? What'd you say? I don't want to... What'd you say?
Fucked up.
What do you mean you're fucked up? Alcohol? Pills? What are you talking about? Huh? Okay. All right. All right, Augie. I get that, bud. So I can't let you drive home.
If you noticed, he nodded when the officer with the body cam mentioned alcohol pills. I supposed he realized lying wasn't going to do him any good.
Help me understand, Justin.
What the?
You talking about just in the head?
Fuck you.
Huh? We don't need to do this, Augie.
What?
Come on. We don't.
What?
Why are you doing this why are you doing me like that? Huh? What have I done to you for you to do me like that, man? Seriously. I am honest to God being serious with you. What have I done to you for you to treat me like
What
that?
the fuck?
Huh?
What the fuck?
I don't know. I didn't wreck the cruiser in there and then have to ask you to come to take the test.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck 'em.
Okay. And again, I understand that, Augie, that you're upset. I get that. You're having a tough time right now with everything that's going on, bud. But it doesn't have to go out like this, okay? It's just an accident.
Troy 421.
Okay.
The what I do?
Huh?
The what I do?
What do you mean, what do you do? What do you do?
If it's just an accident, what I do?
You hit a semi-trailer. So again, as part of our policy, we have to go down with that and go take the test. If everything comes back okay.
He was trying to blame the body cam officer in some way because he couldn't bear the burden of the consequences of his own actions.
Then that's great. It helps you. It benefits you.
I'm drunk.
Huh?
I'm drunk.
You're drunk right now?
No, I've been drunk.
Been drunk when? Today?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't think you are now?
No.
Okay. Well, I can't let you drive the car home unless
What
we
the
test
fuck you gonna do?
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Is
What
that
the
the way
fuck
you're
you
going to
gonna
do
do?
this? You're about to get yourself arrested, bud.
For what?
What do you mean? What am I going to do? I can't let you drive. So you try to get in that car, I got to stop you, and then you're going to start fighting with me. What is that going to do? Huh? Seriously, Augie, why are you doing this to me? I didn't do anything to you. Okay? I didn't do anything to you. Well, let's go back in here so we can figure this out, Augie. Please. You know I got to call Jason, right? Are you going to cooperate? But just cooperate with me.
You're fucking me.
Augie, I know they are, and I understand that. Can you call your wife and have her come get you, bud? Get your phone out and call her. You don't have your phone? You want to use mine?
What's this gonna do?
Huh?
This is the face of a cop who knew that after the mistake he'd made, nothing would be the same.
What's this gonna do?
I don't know. That's why I got to call him. So, how much did you drink today, Augie? A lot. You know he's going to want to do a test, right? No, I'm talking about your driving, just like we would anybody else. You know what I mean? Not an employment test. He's going to say, "Hey, this guy's driving a car. We need to test him." And I mean, you got the right to refuse it, but we got to go through the process on that, Augie. And again, I want you to understand that I'm just doing. I know. You probably are. You're right. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or lie to you. Huh? Augie, come on, buddy.
I doubt the body cam officer would have been this gentle if there was a citizen in this devastated cop's place.
Come on, just calm down, bud. I understand you're upset. You got to calm down. Remember, Augie. Huh? I'm talking to you as a friend here too.
Fuck you.
All right. All right.
Fuck.
Let's go in here and sit down. Let me give Jason a call, bud.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. Yeah. Fuck you.
Jason, this is Byron. Hey, is there any chance you can come in so we can talk? Okay. Well, I don't know how much time we got as far as cooperation. He's not cooperating real well. He's right here in front of me. I'm not hiding or talking. I'm talking in front of him. He's acknowledged that he was drinking today and whatnot. So that's where we're at now. How do you want us to proceed with that? Yes. He's refusing to be tested. So, are you gonna go down for the test, Augie? He's refusing that. Okay. Bye. Thank you for being honest with me, Augie.
You pay the bill.
Huh?
Yeah, you pay the bill next week.
What bill?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, you will.
don't do me like this, Justin.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything to you.
Fuck you.
Okay.
I, however, must say the body cam officer deserves praise for how patient he's been with this childish man.
I hate to see you like that, bud. I didn't do this, Augie. Why are you taking it out on me?
Yeah, it's on you.
Huh?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. All right.
You put that stance.
I'm just waiting for a phone call back. Just relax, bud. Just relax. All right? Enough. Relax.
Go ahead.
Just relax.
36 of Buckpack, Ohio temporary. George,
I stand like this no matter where I'm at or what I'm doing.
Yeah.
G833195.
Just relax, Justin. Okay, fair. All right, I don't know what level of cooperation we're going to get with that, but we'll do what we got to do. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm going to guess that this is going to be a fight. All right, bye.
They would then go inside the station, and eventually, the consequences of his actions would be discussed.
Augie, he's saying I got to do it like a 2255 form, so I got to read you the 2255 form. Do you understand that? Are you willing to hear me out and do it? All right, let's go in there and take care of that, bud. And then we'll get you out of here. As soon as your wife gets here, we'll get you out of here. All right? Let's go into the briefing, or the... Since you already said you're going to refuse it, there's no reason to do anything other than that. So I understand what you're saying. Just go in there and have a seat real quick so I can put my stuff away. Oh, my key not working now? There we go. Yeah. Do you have your driver's license on you, or is it at home? You don't have it on you? Okay. 236 to 224, come in here.
During their discussion, you can see that the horrible cop has finally come to terms with his fate.
I got to read the test and refusal consequences to him, so I just need a witness. It says you're now under arrest for OVI, operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol and a drug, or a combination of them, operating a vehicle under the influence of a listed controlled substance, or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance, operating a vehicle after underage alcohol consumption or having physical control of a vehicle while under the influence. If you refuse to take any chemical tests required by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately and you will have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you have a commercial driver's license and refuse to submit to the test or test, you will immediately be placed out of service for 24 hours. You will be disqualified from operating a commercial motor vehicle for a period of not less than 1 year, and you will be required to surrender your commercial driver's license to me. If you have a prior conviction of OVI, OVUAC, or operating a vehicle under the influence of a listed controlled substance or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance under state or municipal law with the preceding 20 years, you are now under arrest for state OVI. And if you refuse a test, take a chemical test, you'll face increased penalties if you subsequently are convicted of the state OVI.
Could you imagine getting pulled over for drinking and driving and the officer being drunker than you? This officer could make such a scenario reality.
If you have previously pled guilty or been convicted of 2 or more OVUACs or equivalent offenses in the previous 10 years, or plead guilty or been convicted of 5 or more OVUACs or equivalent offenses in the previous 20 years, or pled guilty or been convicted of a felony of any of the above violations, and you refuse to submit to a chemical test required by law, I am authorized to use whatever reasonable means are necessary to ensure that you submit to a chemical test. So if you take a chemical test, you may have an independent chemical test taken at your own expense. Okay, you know how it works. I just need you to sign right there stating that that was read to you. Okay? And it is your position that you want to refuse the test, correct? Okay. Let me go fill out the form here, and we'll get back with you. And again, as soon as your wife gets here, we'll get you out of here, okay? Not going to be any citations issued or anything like that today. We'll just get the form filled out, get you a copy of it, and when your wife gets here, we'll get you out, okay? Or you can leave, obviously. So just sit tight. Yeah, just hang it out in here with him just to make sure he's okay if he needs to ask any questions or anything.
Next, a cop who thought he would get away with taking bribes, assuming no one would notice. But little did he know, he was under investigation the entire time.
I told Mr. Knoll not to do anything stupid, not to deceive me, not to define me. He did not like the consequences.
Plenty of drama unfolds in courtrooms, from crosstalk to abuse. But today, we'll show you some of the craziest and most unbelievable instances where officers finally faced justice. Like in this case, where an officer failed to get away with his wrongdoings before a righteous judge. On September 11, 2012 in Denver, Colorado, a judge had the most full and clear view of an officer abusing his powers and using excessive force and violence against a criminal during an actual case.
Investigation for false imprisonment, assault in the 3rd degree, assault as a Class 2 felony, and a misdemeanor charge as well in possession of drug paraphernalia. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to object first.
As we can observe the defendant, Anthony Waller, in Judge Doris Bird's courtroom, the 4 deputies in the room seemed relaxed as Waller stood listening to the judge.
If I'm under investigation, I thought the investigation came first, then the rest came.
Right. But they have 3 days. The sheriff will have to serve him with the restraining order.
Just as the judge started answering Waller's objection, explaining that the city had the authority to hold Waller for 3 days before arresting him, Deputy Brady Lovinger suddenly took hold of Waller from behind and spun him around and slammed him into a large glass window. Later, even the judge had to file a grievance against Lovinger. Bird used the term heavy duty when later asked by internal affairs investigators to describe the attack. Her clerk described it as a bit excessive. Despite all these blaring details, it took over a year to reprimand Lovinger for his actions. Why is that? Brady Lovinger is the son of Bill Lovinger, who headed the sheriff's department from 2006 to 2010. So it's no surprise that Brady's daddy has got his back covered no matter what he seems to do. It's not every day that the law gets to be applied on our tyrants in blue, but on rare occasions it's other police officers who end up schooling some really low IQ cops.
I believe you're a rogue police officer, you're a bad police officer, and you don't deserve to be here.
The story began back in July 2015 when Michael Gelin was unlawfully and illegally arrested by Deputy Joshua Gallardo on the spot for filming an incident in public. This is something Gallardo thought he could easily get away with.
Yeah.
Turn it off, bro. Why?
Because it's a violation of HIPAA law. He's actually in.
Pardon me?
You see anything around here right now? Did you see anything? Then please leave.
Why?
It's a violation.
Because right now we're working on this. Can you please leave the area?
Because he's a victim.
He's a victim right now. You want to leave?
I'm watching.
You want to leave the area?
I want to make sure he's
Then
being
please
taken
back
care
away
of.
to the sidewalk.
Then things escalated.
What's the rule? Is there a rule about
We
that?
don't want you right here if I'm attending
Okay,
him.
but you're not
I
doing
want you on the other
anything.
side of that hedge.
What are you doing?
Right now, I want you on the
You're
other
not attending him. What are you doing?
Sir, right now, I'm going to ask you again on the other side of that
Why?
hedge.
Why don't I have to go to the
I'm
other
asking-
side?
You're going to get arrested for obstruction.
How am I obstruction?
Because I'm asking you to go to the other side and I don't want you approaching me.
I'm not approaching you. You approach me.
On the side of the hedge.
What about everybody else?
Somehow, Gallardo figured that this innocent black man, simply recording in public and practicing his First Amendment protected activity, is somehow obstructing justice. I still don't see by which angle he judges that Gellin was being a nuisance or an issue to the police at that time.
What about everybody else?
Other side of the hedge?
In the report filed on his arrest, Gallardo claims that if he only had moved back to the bushes. But the video clearly shows Gallardo's aggressive and demanding stance from the get-go. This was an event that Michael Gellin would not be able to easily forget and forgive. That is why many years later he was able to take his revenge. In September 2019, Officer Gallardo was being given a Deputy of the Month award, and Gellin took his best opportunity and said,
Joshua Gallardo.
It's my line.
It's good to see you again. You probably don't remember me, but you're the police officer who falsely arrested me 4 years ago. You lied on the police report. I believe you're a rogue police officer, you're a bad police officer, and you don't deserve to be here.
Keep in mind, folks, this was a meeting honoring Officer Gallardo. Instead, Commissioner Gellin made the rather unexpected and bold comments. Even the mayor had to chime in and take over.
We appreciate, as a whole, BSO and everything that you do for us.
But her attempts were of no use, as painting Gallardo as a good officer wasn't something that everyone was feeling at that moment in time. While this should have been the end of the matter for Gellin, he faced backlash and faced criticism for voicing his truth. Gellin took all of this negativity towards him and channeled it back onto the public when he made his first comments in public after this event.
I received messages of hate, threats. My family's safety has been compromised. I have to explain a mugshot for the rest of my life, as if I am a criminal, and I'm not a criminal.
What the naysayers of Gellin don't understand is how the actions and corruptness of some police officers leave a stain on people's records that no matter how hard they try cannot be removed. After all, we live in a world of labels that define us.
There is a difference between legitimate criticism of a deputy and using a platform of the city commission to embarrass, humiliate, and berate that deputy.
You chose to act in a manner that brought shame, shock, and disbelief.
When it comes to our police and how they treat residents and visitors of our city, I'd like to see some changes because every resident in Tamarack should feel safe and protected.
Despite the many different members who thought that Gellin used the opportunity to embarrass Officer Gallardo as wrong, but despite their opinions, Commissioner Mike Gellin was not reprimanded or faced any consequences. This is how some of America's finest also end up being the most corrupt. But wait till you see this next cop who thought he was all fine but not at all corrupt.
I'm not going to impose any further sanctions today.
On November 9, 2023, Jamie Knoll was arrested and had since been charged with 31 felonies. While Knoll seemed confident initially during the case, the judge's fierce attitude and demeanor quickly put off any sort of leverage he thought he could get.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. C01-2403 MC634, that being in criminal contempt of Jamie Knoll, and 10C01-2311F5297, that being State of Indiana versus Jamie Knoll. You may have a seat. Thank you. Mr. Bowles, it's my understanding you have the gentleman here that conducted the search of the Knoll properties.
I do, Your Honor. Let the record reflect that on April 17th, after our original contempt hearing, I requested this court to consider appointing an independent person to do a complete, thorough search of all four of the houses that Mr. Knoll had control over. The court accommodated us and issued that order.
The investigator who was hired was then brought to the stand to answer questions.
Well, let's start with the first property that you talked about, which would be 3001 Old Tay Bridge in Jeffersonville. Is that the residence?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Were you able to locate any weapons in that home?
I did.
And what did you locate?
I located a Glock 26 pistol, semi-automatic pistol, a Sig Sauer 1911 semi-automatic pistol, and a shotgun.
Okay, let's be very specific on the first, the Glock 26. Did you also take a photograph of where that was located?
I did.
Okay, could we have a picture up on the screen which would be for the purpose of having you identify the area where that weapon was found, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what room of the house is that?
That is a closet next to the laundry room. As you're looking at the photo, the laundry room is in the background of the photo, and the closet is the main part of the photo. Yes, sir.
Where was the gun located?
It was located...
Why don't you come off the stand if the court would permit and point to the photograph?
It was located with all these items that are shoved into the closet area here.
Was it on the floor? Was it in an item, or where was it?
Actually, at the time that I located it, I was pulling items out of the closet, and there was a nylon zip case, and I opened the nylon zip case to see what was in it, and that's when it was a gun box inside the zip case. I opened the gun box, and the gun and one magazine was in the box.
Was the weapon loaded or unloaded?
It was unloaded.
Okay. Could we show the second photograph, please? We're now showing a new photograph of a picture weapon. Can you describe that, please?
Yes, that's the Glock 26 pistol that I found, and that's the manner in which I found it. It was in the box, locked back, and the magazine was in the box also.
And that's the one that came from the closet?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can stand there because we're going to move to the next location. Did you also, as part of your search, in searching all of the house, went to the master bedroom?
I did.
Okay, and is that the photograph of a closet located in the master bedroom?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and was there a weapon located there?
There was.
And what was the weapon?
It was a 6-hour 1911 semi-automatic pistol.
Okay, and where was that weapon located?
It was located in this area of the floor. There was a pile of stuff.
You secured both these weapons, is that correct?
I did.
And you have them under lock and key now, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Assume that was a 45.
Yes, sir.
Judge, if we could have this marked and we'll offer that into evidence. And it's a photographs of all the pictures you took in all the properties.
Any objections, Mr. Hurley?
No, Your Honor.
How you marking it, Tony?
You want State's Exhibit 1?
I'm sorry?
State's Exhibit 1.
Not State's Exhibit.
I mean, Defendant's Exhibit 1.
So it's Defendant's Exhibit 1 and then
Right, I'm sorry.
We're always the blue state. Mr. Brown, I'm going to hand you what's been marked for identification as Defendant's Exhibit 1 and ask you, can you identify that?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
That's a thumb drive that contains the photographs that I took from examining all 4 properties, and also photographs of all items that I located.
Now the lawyer of the defendant, Jamie Knoll, chose to ask the investigators some of his own questions.
The 2 guns that you found, the Glock and the SIG,
Yes, sir.
were you told where to look for those?
No, sir.
Nobody told you to look in the master bedroom closet or the laundry room closet?
No, sir.
Did you have any contact with the defendant, his wife, or his daughter?
With his daughter.
Which daughter?
think Grace.
What was the extent of that contact?
Just to advise that I was at the home.
Had you ever met any of them before?
No, sir.
Had you ever met the defendant before?
I do not specifically recall ever meeting the defendant.
Do you recall off the top of your head what vehicles you searched?
There was a Trans Am and a BMW at the residence. Then there were several what I would call classic cars, older cars, at the pole barn at 709 Old Salem Road.
Several, more than 10, less than 10?
I would say 10 to 12.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Nothing else.
Mr. Boyle, anything else?
I have no further questions. Thank you.
Mr. Brown, you retired in 2022.
Yes, sir.
Were you able to keep your service revolver or sidearm?
No, sir.
Do you have one you typically carry?
I do.
Do you know where it's at all times?
Yes, sir.
Did you always know where your service sidearm was? It's probably not a revolver, was it?
No, sir. Yes, sir, I did.
So to find a service revolver, I keep saying revolver, service firearm in a duty belt with other mags, that's not too far-fetched to believe that one would know where that was at, would it? Rhetorical question, you don't have to answer.
Yes, sir.
Just reinforces my decision to impose sanctions. The Remington shotgun, was it in a box when you found it?
No, sir.
Was it near a box? A Remington firearm box?
Not that I recall.
Did it still have tags on it?
No, sir.
Where was it at?
I located it in the basement, what I generally term the theater room.
And not loaded?
No, sir.
Not much use for self-defense, is it?
No, sir.
If you were in the upper area and you needed a firearm for self-defense, where would you go of the ones you found?
The closest one would be the 6R 1911.
The judge intervenes and showcases his firm attitude towards such cases, asking rhetorical questions to solidify his decision against former Sheriff Knoll in the case.
Mr. Boyles, I'm not going to impose any further sanctions today because it was not certified to me that there was no further firearms. But after today, if there's any further firearms found, there will be additional sanctions. So if your client needs to tell you something, he needs to tell you right now. You need to take a few moments and ask.
I'll be happy to, Your Honor.
Why don't we go off the record so we can speak with his client? I know you have a job to do on behalf of your client, but as I indicated, finding these additional weapons just reinforces my decision. And a matter of fact, I wish I'd have made it longer. So, but I'll stick with the 60. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll be off record. I'm going to reiterate this again. I told Mr. Knoll not to do anything stupid, not to deceive me, not to define me. He would not like the consequences. Didn't seem like you listened the first time. You released, and thus I sentence you to 60 days for contempt.
The judge in this rehearing of the case, given a further discovery of Noel's crimes, refuses to give him any forgiveness in light of his ignorance of the justice system.
You know, I'm just a country boy from Washington County with a public school education. But when somebody warns me not to do something, I try to heed that warning because we say what we mean up there. So this is my analysis. With the informations and the affidavits that were filed, it appears that you had, or at least did have, an airplane, a train that was hidden, a stable of exotic motor vehicles, a harem of women, at least 3 mansions, at least $3,000 suits, $800 belts, which you get personally delivered. And still seem to think that the Yugik Volunteer Fire Department's your personal piggy bank. So with all these luxuries and all the money that you've allegedly taken, I'm thinking about $1.5 million in bond ought to be appropriate. Should be able to post that with no problems with everything that you have. If you don't listen to that, you post it, I don't know where we're going.
There's an increase by 1.5 million or the total 1.5?
Oh, do you have that much in the bank of Wilder over there?
I was just trying to figure out my math over here.
We'll make it 1.5 even.
Thank you.
Shall we hold him till you go get it?
I would say this is Wilder probably would have a question.
Finally, the ultimate moment of stupidity. This officer, who trying to frame an innocent person, gets humbled down instantly by an auditor well aware of their rights. From knowing their rights to calling out unlawful stops, these moments prove that knowledge is power. Today, we'll be diving into some of the most jaw-dropping, hilarious, and eye-opening encounters where everyday people put law enforcement in their place. On 14th March 2021, an auditor had a gun pointed at him during a serious altercation, and instead of supporting him, the shameful cops at the scene questioned and confronted him instead. And the details of the incident will leave you shocked.
Are you a civilian? Are you in this, right? You know I'm documents, right? You, I want to press charges, bro. You are a civilian pointing a... Is there a particular reason? No. You gonna get him. You gonna press charges. He just pointed a at me. You gonna press charges on him. You need to answer my question. I answer So you think it's okay as a civilian to point at me? You know I'm filming this, right? It doesn't matter, bro.
I find it ridiculous that a gun was pointed at the man and the cop couldn't care less about that.
Your life's not in danger. I'm unarmed.
Just answer her.
You're acting like you had a gun. Do you have a...
What?
Do you have a gun? Do me a favor. I'm fine. I'm cool. Don't step towards me. I'm okay.
I want his name. I want his name. I want his name. I want his name. You don't have a right to do that. You're going to jail, bro.
Don't step towards me. Don't step towards me. I don't mind if you videotape me, okay? But I need to make sure for my safety that you don't have any weapons.
You got somebody else coming for you?
Yeah.
Who is that guy? Since you know him, who is him?
So instead of doing something about the man who literally pointed a gun, These officers started questioning the victim about whether he had a gun.
Is he a civilian or an officer? Answer the question. What's your name and badge number?
My name is Officer Valverde. I'm 4244. It's my badge number.
Who is this guy?
I'm trying to deal with you.
No. He just committed a crime. Who is this guy? Ain't nobody stepping. He told me to come to you, right? Did you?
If you want to prop your phone up so that we can video.
No, that's when I'm letting you pat me down.
When I come out of my office to my truck, you're peeking at me around the corner and then act like you're going to pull something out of your pocket.
I was scratching my back. My back itches. Yeah, that's. My back itches, bro.
Your back is itching?
Yep.
Okay. Is it alright if I just check and make sure that you don't have a weapon?
Nope. Don't consent. I'm pressing charge, bro. Don't even leave. Don't leave. Alright, don't leave. I'm not talking. I'm more worried about you now. You think it's okay to do that to me? You think you're a civilian? You're a civilian. Are you a cop?
I'm a civilian.
Oh yeah, you're going to jail, bro. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. And if you're done, I'll be fucking with the prosecutor. You just messed up, bro. You're stupid, man. But if I did that to you, I go to jail, huh? Oh, well, so you see, you pointed at whatever that big was.
You'd think that maybe the cop that just arrived would have some sense of morality, but he'd be just as bad.
I want your best. I want your name. Get your plate.
What's going on?
Well, right now we need to file charges on him for pointing the fuck. That's why.
I wasn't here, man.
Oh, you were? I got it on video.
I just pulled up, man.
Well, here's what's gonna happen. Am I being detained for a crime? Or am I answering the question?
We are questioning you.
All right, I'm not detained. Have a good day.
So what's going on?
What's your name, badge number?
What's going on?
What's your name, badge number?
My name is Lepley. Lepley. My badge number is 4210, Hardin County Sheriff's Office. What's going on?
Well, right now, what's going on? He didn't get his name because he pulled out a big gun.
I would do that. I already know who he is.
Well, what's his name? I'm pressing charges, bro. You have no right to do that.
If the cop knew who he was, he should have told the man the name so he could press charges. But this corrupt cop would not give up the name.
Would you like to write out a statement about what happened?
I want to file charges against this man. Because if you don't get his name, I'm going to get it. What's going on? All right, so then you know what? Whatever, get out of my face, bro. I'm gonna go get his name. Anybody, go ahead and move out of my way. So I'm being detained. I'm asking you what? I'm going away. You point that.
I didn't.
Oh no, that is no, bro. You're going to jail today. You don't have a right to do that.
We'll do that.
All right. I got it on video. You're going to arrest him right now? Cause I got it all on video, bro.
I'd like a written statement from you.
And we're gonna need that video as well.
I'll get it to the prosecutor. And you're unprofessional. That is sick. If you would have shot me, bro, you'd be in trouble.
I didn't shoot you.
I'm saying if you would have.
They were protecting the man like he was one of their own. The situation was absolutely absurd.
I had him at the ground.
You don't have a right to do that. Your life is not in danger. My hands was right here the entire time. I had body cam footage and live stream footage.
Why were you reaching behind?
I was scratching my back. As I told you already, I have an itch that I have to scratch. That's it. I want man.
So you don't want to talk that?
Give me a form, man.
What?
Give me a. You're stupid, bro.
This dumb officer was concerned about why he was reaching for his back. These cops are really grasping at straws in order to vilify this man.
Yes, it was. Yes, the hell it was, bro. I have it on video.
We're gonna need that video. If you want to press charges, we're gonna need that video. So how come when I initially saw you, I didn't see your phone out? I didn't see you have taken pictures.
I've been documented.
Give me a
I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the prosecutors. Give me a copy. I'm gonna give it to the prosecutor.
Here's the way it normally works, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to explain to you so you understand what we have to do in order to do our job. Okay, you're making an allegation, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You say you have it on video, that's fine.
If you do, that's great. No, I have it on video, bro. No need to lie about it. That's great. In order for us to proceed with what you want us to do. Okay. It kind of helps us determine what level of crime to charge. I mean, if you point at somebody, that's a high level right there, I believe. Walked up and it had nothing to do with him, and I come and go like this to you. I wouldn't go to jail? Come on now. Come on. If I went like this to somebody with a huge thing.
What he's trying to say is he has to investigate the situation.
Oh yeah, then give me the statement form. I'll write it out later. I'll send you. You got a business card? Sure. I'll give you this video. It's in my car. I'll go grab it.
You want my business card?
I want both of you guys. I'm filing a claim against you.
Okay.
Sad, man. You can't exercise your rights in peace.
Nobody said you couldn't exercise your right, but when I ask you a question, you need to answer.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm telling you, I know the laws, ma'am. I know the laws better than you. That's why I asked if I was detained. You said you didn't answer the question, so I assume I'm not detained.
He talked about exercising rights and then said he had to answer questions. Someone let this cop know that citizens have the right to remain silent. She has the badge, but clearly doesn't understand the responsibility that comes with it.
He's asking you a question. But when I come out of my office and I see a man crouched behind a stanchion, and then I see his hand go in his pocket, that makes me fearful of my life.
Off. That's what you should have did. If you were really fearful, you wouldn't be in front of me. It's insane. Here's my card. My email address is down here at the bottom. You want to email it to me if that works for you? No, I'm going to email. Hell yeah, or you can throw it in the snail mail if you want. No, I'm going to email it to you, man. Or you can drop it off at our offices, which is right over there. Okay? Now, I need to see what type of gun that was. That's a big ass, it was at an M16? Looks like an M16 right there. It looked like with a scope on there. He has a scope on his stuff. You see, that's the point. Get a picture of that. That's the point right there. Look in there. Look. You see it? Yep, I see it. All right, just making sure you see it. I don't know what type of gun it is, but he pointed that right at me. Appears to be an AR-15 of some sort. Must, yeah. And how that? All right, anything else we can do for you today? I need a supervisor and then a complaint form on you. That's all I need, and I'm out.
The man literally pointed a whole rifle in public and got away with it. It's absolutely disgusting to see.
The captain tomorrow. What time you be in tomorrow?
Actually, he's on vacation until Thursday. Well, when I ask you to stop, you need to stop.
Well, that's fine. Go back to his car. All right, go ahead. I'm free. You bet. What's wrong with that? I've been in the county too many times. I understand. No problem. I've seen a lot of stuff in there. No problem, ma'am.
Cops like these shouldn't be allowed on the force. Not only were they uneducated, but they were also ignorant and delusional. They were clueless about how to do their job, and countless people paid the price for such officers' actions. Up next, we have a case where knowledge crushed ignorance, as this cop got his ego shattered in front of everyone.
You can still see the ring around me. You still see the ring. You still see the ring around my wrist.
On August 20th, 2024, a man was recording the U.S. Bank from the sidewalk when staff members came outside and began arguing with him. The situation escalated, and the cops were called to the scene. However, the officers would somehow only make the situation worse from there.
I don't know. How you doing?
Doing good. How can I help you?
You got a bottle of water and a lollipop?
I do not, but you are not allowed to video the branch.
Why is that?
Because it's a federal institution, you cannot video it.
Oh, I don't plan on going inside of your bank. I'm not doing
nothing. You can't
nothing.
video the outside of my branch. It's a bank.
Okay.
You cannot video it.
But I'm actually working on something.
Okay, but you can't video the branch.
Well, I'm not going to be out here long. You know, just a few more hours. I'm not going to be too long out here.
Either stop videoing, or I will call security and have them stop you.
Security?
You cannot video the branch.
Call security. Security can't do nothing. Just don't call them. Okay.
You can get off our property.
I'm not on your property.
You are. We own this whole thing.
You own the sidewalk?
We own all of this.
Well, keep watching, because what the officers do once they arrive on scene will leave you stunned.
What's your name?
Mine's Jillian Parker.
Jillian, okay. Well, Jillian said that she's, that they own all of this. So, it's 2 more workers right there, and they checking the door and making sure the door is. How you doing?
Hi. If you can just exit our building area, I'm their district operations manager.
And what's your name?
My name's Jacqueline.
Okay.
I would prefer that you don't record me.
And what's your name?
What can we help with, sir?
I asked her, did she have a bottle of water and a lollipop?
No.
You don't?
They don't have bottled water for clients.
Or lollipops?
You can go through the drive-thru if you would like, but we can't have you videoing and taking surveillance of our building.
And like I
So
told,
I'm going to ask that you leave the premises, or we're going to have you escorted out.
like I told the young lady that just came out,
So why are you still recording? What is the purpose?
I can't even talk. You won't stop talking.
No, because we've asked
Okay.
you to leave.
Okay.
So we'll just have an escort come take you out.
An escort?
Police escort.
You gonna call the police?
Yes.
You must want me to leave, huh?
The interaction had just begun, and she was already having a headache dealing with it. And she would only get worse from here.
From the sidewalk?
Right.
Well, here, I'm just gonna go around there, then I'll get the, maybe the drive-through. Is this where the employers park at?
You can't video the bank.
But I'm not on your property.
But you can't video the bank. It's a security issue.
For what?
For the employees who work here.
What are their concerns?
That people who would want to rob this bank would video it to see how things operate and then use that. You're not allowed to video.
How crazy do that sound, man? I told her
You
I
don't
was
work in the industry. You don't work in the bank. That's a security protocol. You need to stop.
Okay, well, I told her I was.
They are going to call the police.
I mean,
it's up to you.
She's really calling the police.
Yes.
You really think she's doing
Yes.
that?
I know she is.
This guy had issues with recording from a distance in public, but was walking up to the guy's face. Either he's lying, or he just has an issue with someone exercising their rights because of his huge ego. This man knew nothing about the law, but you have to wait and see the ignorant cops who arrive on the scene.
How about this? If you're wrong, would you apologize to me? If I'm wrong, I'll apologize to you. And of course, they'll make me leave. But I tell them before I leave, let me apologize to this gentleman and these ladies. So if you guys are wrong, would you guys apologize to me?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
That's fine, but
Okay.
they're telling you they're going to make you leave.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it, man.
Okay.
You know. But like I was saying, I'm not gonna be out here long. Just a few more hours. I'm just gonna get maybe the drive-through and
you're not.
I'm gonna get the
You're
drive.
not.
Okay, you gonna walk with me? Come on. So we got I can't hear you.
These are private vehicles. You are not at liberty to take pictures of.
I cannot hear you. Can you stop yelling so I can understand?
Loud, you can hear me.
I can't
Do not
understand.
Take pictures of the vehicles
I can't-
in this parking lot.
Now say it one more time so I can understand what.
Do not take pictures of the vehicles
Okay.
in a bank parking lot.
But I'm not on your property.
It
But
doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't matter.
That matters.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
It doesn't.
This is private information. It is not for your use. You video me all you want.
Just
I
go
don't
to the
care.
side.
No, I will
It's not
not.
like that. It's not how this works.
Hey, you guys, look at them, man. This.
See, but now, when the police do show up, it's going to be a real problem.
Despite being law enforcement officers, they would be even worse. It seemed like they really had nothing better to do than follow him around.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
I will give you that, but she has.
So can you tell me what you're working
No,
on?
because y'all are teaming. You still trying to stand in front of my camera.
But why can't you tell me what you're working on?
I could have, man, but you know, y'all came out a little y'all as a team, y'all came out a little disrespectful. You didn't, but
So then tell me.
okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I be honest with you? Can you stand in front of my camera so I can make sure I did tell you this on
Can you
camera?
just tell me this
I'm gonna
now?
tell you if you let me get you on camera. You so
I've
close,
been on camera.
man. You are very close. Just
So
take
go
a
ahead
step.
and tell me.
I'm about to tell you.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
what I am here doing, man, I'm an independent journalist here gathering content for a story.
And what story?
I can't say
Why?
because it'll compromise the story. It hasn't been published yet.
It's common sense that you don't want to reveal a project before it's final. This guy lacked even a basic understanding of anything he was talking about.
Okay, so what have you been publishing before?
I got a lot of work
Like what?
published. Banks, government facilities.
What about them?
I cover them, man.
What do you cover?
Give me your business card. See,
No.
that's where you being rude at, though, man.
No,
I
I'm
shouldn't
being
have
rude.
told you nothing, man.
You didn't tell me anything. You're refusing to answer my question.
So you guys,
After I treated you with respect and dignity.
you should do that outside on the public.
Correct,
You're in the public.
Which I did, but you're not treating me with that same respect.
I am.
No, you're not.
So, yeah. So right now we just waiting on KCPD to pull up so he can educate these
What are they going to tell us when they get here?
They're going to say this, he has every right. He's standing on the public sidewalk. He has every right to do what he's doing. And then I'm going to wait and expect for you to come back out and give me an apology.
Okay.
Like you said, if you're a man, you know. So you guys, walk with me. Come on, I order you to follow me. You're my security, man. Make sure nobody touches me, man. You see how she rolled up screaming?
Shortly after, the officers arrived on the scene, and they clearly weren't fans of justice.
I think she's kind of second guessing what she did. And you guys, if you see, this guy hasn't been physically rude, but blocking my recording, they coming in hot. Cherries and berries. And here we go. How you doing? Can I get your name and badge number just so I know who I'm speaking to?
Yeah, it's Officer Holland 5826.
Great. How you doing, sir? Can I get your name and badge number just so I can know who I'm speaking to?
Right here.
How can I help you guys?
Well, we got called here because you're videotaping stuff and they asked you to leave and you have not.
I didn't go on their property or on their property.
Okay, well, we also received another call from another bank of you doing the exact same thing about 30 minutes ago.
Okay, on the sidewalk.
So what are you doing?
I'm recording.
Why?
I let the guy know I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. I told him I have no ill intent. I'm not on you guys' property. I'm on the sidewalk.
Well,
So
what's the story?
I told him I can't say it's not published yet.
Okay, but do you understand how it's weird?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do you understand how it's legal for me to record on the public sidewalk?
Okay, well,
Why won't you tell him that? Because I'm on the public sidewalk.
You're still in the parking lot.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Oh, all the way.
Sir, can I get a supervisor out here, please? Let's get a supervisor.
Okay, well, we need to get your information.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Then we'll put your hands.
Yeah, they just cuffed me, y'all. It's her right there hollering. Don't know the law. And she turned my camera off. That's why my camera let me get back to the public.
The First Amendment allows anyone to film while on public property, in this case, the sidewalk. Anything seen while standing on the sidewalk can be recorded and is well within the law.
So let's get off her property.
Look at Holland. I got you. You know the last time you see me, Miss Holland? This is not the last time you see me, Holland. Look at them. Yeah, you guys. So I'm up here at Security Bank. They came and cuffed me. You can still see the ring around me. You still see the ring. You still see the ring around my wrist.
For context, these corrupt cops had turned off the man's camera and then put him in handcuffs. The cuffs had now been taken off.
She stopped my video. Yeah. Yeah. Big dog. Come on, where's my apology? Big dog. Big dog. Come and give me my apology. I'm big dog out here. What's up? You got something for me?
No.
You ain't got nothing for me? You ain't gonna apologize? You said if I'm wrong, if you guys are wrong, that you'll apologize.
Earlier, he'd said this about the possibility of being wrong. And if this doesn't prove the officer's guilt, I don't know what does.
Okay.
We're not
not allowed to do that.
From the sidewalk?
Right.
So if you guys are wrong, would you guys apologize to me?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
That's fine, but
Okay.
they're telling you they're going to make you leave.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it, man.
Okay. What did I say that was wrong?
Y'all said I cannot record this building. And y'all called the cops on me. Yo, you said you would have... Man, it's okay, bro. Man, I'm about to get everything. Look at this, y'all. He ain't even a man of his word. Do not come to U.S. Bank.
It was extremely satisfying seeing this man educate both the cops and the man from the bank. This situation is a prime example of why you must know your rights, because in public, you could go against tyrants like these anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and comment down below with your thoughts. And if you liked this video, you'll love this next one where these corrupt cops realize they've just been fired.
His mother is 3.
Look, ma'am, I don't want to hurt you, but if you don't listen to me, I'm going to have to.
You're gonna tase me?